Because if we start talking about F1, it can get very heated because of opinions.
You don't like Lewis. I don't like Lewis. Also, you think everything he does wrong.
And
No,
maybe this is that I've only got into F1 about a year or so ago, or 2 years, maybe not that long basically.
Not
so
that long, yeah.
I'm just here to just to listen.
Hello, we are the Average Car Show. This is the first podcast, the first proper podcast we've done.
I'm Scott.
I'm Josh.
I'm Eddie.
And we're going to do our post-reaction, or our reaction, to the Azerbaijan.
Baku.
There you go.
Baku. Yeah, that works. I can say that.
We're going to try to do a podcast after every F1 race because that will be the starting topic, and we are bound to go off topic.
Yeah.
We never stay on topic, so let's see where it goes. Eddie's currently driving, so
That's what I'm doing with my hands. And
that's
feet.
what he's doing with his hands. Yeah, he's not doing anything else. Don't worry. Don't start assuming things.
Right, so
You
highlight.
can.
How did that go? We haven't even talked about.
And we're already
Baku
off topic. I told you, I called this. I did call this.
Yeah, technically, you're right.
Technically, a podcast is just waffling, really.
It's waffling, yeah.
Which is alright.
But,
that works.
But we're thinking,
It was a magpie.
not a squirrel
so you
this
know.
time.
Bird.
Yeah, not a squirrel.
Not a squirrel.
Nah, not squirrel.
Josh, where are you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Reading.
Of course.
And then age 11,
Of course you are.
age 10 and 3/4, so I moved to a small town called Aylesbury, which is where I met you fucktards. And then,
I forgot you're from Reading.
and he just wouldn't leave me alone,
What do you mean? What? You're the one riding around in my car. You don't even have a car.
Yeah, maybe I'm a bit delusional there,
I'm not from here either. I'm from Red Hill. Only for not even a year, but I'm
Thanks.
technically from Red Hill.
Red Hill sounds like a primary school.
There probably is a
primary
school
school,
in
yeah.
Red Hill.
How
but
big is Red Hill?
I don't even know. I wasn't there long. It's
Just popped
South
in,
London.
South. Oh, you from South
London.
What geezers?
Nah.
Yeah, how you doing, girl? Yeah. Oh, get in there, my son. Oh, it's a funeral.
No, there's a
okay.
funeral.
Give her one from me. Nah, a bit appropriate.
Me, Josh, man.
Come
Come on, son.
Speed away. Speed away.
Get in there, you slag. Anyways, that's.
Alright, let's forget that ever happened.
Hey, is that the Land Rover Defender resort?
It's a
Bloody
witness.
hell. A lot of cars here. That must be a more popular person.
One popular
Maybe they're all
dead
glad to
person.
see her go. That's why. It's just. Way! The bitch is dead.
Are you going to have to restart this podcast?
I think we might. We've gone from really angry to really very insulting
You
actually.
two are the angry ones. I'm just there lapping it up and then.
Yeah,
laughing.
you're the ones who's.
Oh,
I just laugh at the misery of others. Don't you just enjoy
should
that?
we put in a few highlights of the first time around this podcast?
Yeah.
Just have you slam
I'll
on the
give you something
brake.
very funny here.
It was as the safety car was pulling in.
It doesn't matter. Look,
Wait, fucking hell, why are you so angry today?
because
I
right.
can't put this in the podcast.
I don't think we can.
Why not?
Because you're fucking angry as
I'm
shit.
not angry. Why am I angry? I'm angry
You're
now.
So angry. You're shutting everyone down.
Look,
Like,
right.
no, that didn't happen.
Well, because it didn't. Right. You got.
See what I mean?
Oh, your fucking laptop.
Right.
Don't do that shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Fair play. I mean, I don't blame you. It's a lot less effort.
It is a lot less
Fair
effort.
play.
I've always
You might as well
wanted
just
to
go right around this roundabout.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, so, Baku. Fantastic race. Great race to start our podcast.
It was pretty
topics
dull
on.
last year, wasn't it? I think pretty.
Last year. it was
Last
just
year I
sort
didn't
of
even watch it. I was out, and then I just kind of.
Last
got
year,
it and I asked my brother. I was like, "Was it worth watching?" He said, "Absolutely not."
I
So,
just
yeah,
remember
contrast.
everything before it. Like qualifying was quite interesting. Hamilton
Who was the one that kept on
snapped his
crashing? And then did quite
thing
well.
around the,
Verstappen?
around the
Or was
castle
it-
turn.
Yeah, that shot. There's one. Not the one.
I
Not the
love
chicane
that
one,
turn,
but
that is a good turn.
Yeah, it's a good turn. But there's one shot. I can't remember what it is, but it's sort of the camera's facing down the down the straight, and there's a car, and they just ping out like this, and then they go down the straight, and then they go around to do a right turn thing. But it's the way they all just ping out from the camera shot. Oh, it looks so good.
That
It
track
does, yeah.
did actually make it look really quick. When you watch it on TV, it doesn't look as quick as it is in real life. But that track, it does. does make them look quick.
And
Yeah, but you haven't been there in real life. How could you?
Well, that's true. They might even look even quicker in real life. But like on TV,
I'm sure it doesn't do it justice. No,
it doesn't do it. It never really does it justice. But
I mean, it's the same as. I mean, we've been to Spa a few times, haven't we?
Yeah,
The Belgian Grand Prix, and even something like the. Well, just after the first corner and that downhill section is actually very downhill.
And El Rouge is massively uphill, but on TV, I mean, it does kind of look like it. But when you're there, actually looking at it, it's huge. Do you remember when we saw? Can't remember if he was like cleaning the track down or sweeping it down.
Yeah.
There's like a sweeping van trying to get up El Rouge.
Yeah, and he
couldn't. He's got halfway. He's like, right, I'm gonna roll back down and do a bigger run up.
He's like, I can't do that.
That's how steep it is. It's crazy. I do love that. We need to go back there. The Average Car Show need to go to Spa.
And then I can finally come to
The average,
yeah.
average Spa show.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how have you
Kill
pulled that one off, mate?
Go kill yourself.
Michael McIntyre over here. God.
Really, out of everyone, Michael McIntyre. First Freud, now Michael McIntyre.
Is he a comedian?
He is a comedian, yeah, and I do kind of look Chinese like him.
The
And
comedy
your voice.
slipped just now. That turned more into a slight racism. Just slightly you
we're
would get
all
away
about
with it,
on
but
the
people
Average
may be a
Car
bit
Very loose weaved racism.
loose racism.
Yeah.
Isn't that called casual?
Yes, it is.
That's called stop talking about this before we get in trouble.
Hey, the bitch is dead.
We'll call this section "We Don't Want to Get Flagged."
Yeah.
We'll make it a separate video.
Yeah.
We'll just have
Oh,
it.
doppelganger.
Oh yeah. It's even the
I thought
13th
you said
plate.
duffel bag for a second, but then obviously.
That would be way too weird.
That would be honestly.
Ooh, duffel bag. They're about today. Anyways.
So Baku.
Um,
Let's actually talk about it. You know, it's been like what, 6 minutes?
Right. Okay. Shall we limit a conversation on the Vettel Hamilton thing?
Yes. Let's not
And
get
just
personal
say,
about that.
Yes, because we did.
Right. Let's go around with just a sentence of an opinion. Right.
Okay.
Josh, your opinion on it.
I think you two go first. You two go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Eddie.
A 10-second stop and go penalty for the second incident, and the second part of that incident was not enough.
Can I interject without any aggression?
Yep.
Technically, it was a 30-second penalty. If you think about
Because
it.
of the what? Because of the.
Driving through the pit lane.
Yes.
Because you wouldn't have needed to do that.
Yeah, but it's a 10-second stop go. That's just what it's called.
That's what it's called. Yeah, but
like
really, what it is 30 seconds.
okay. But.
I know what you mean. It could have been a lot more.
It should have been a
How can you
lot
know
more.
Oh, right, yeah,
And the thing is that that's the maximum to them, like for dangerous driving. And he got 3 points on his license for that. But,
yeah, if he gets 3 more or something, he's banned for a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that.
Which could be huge in the long term.
Yeah.
Yes, but that gets reset in like just after Austria.
Oh, for the
So
summer,
how many races
summer
is
break.
he?
So, well, yeah, it gets half. So I think they get like I think he'll get like 3 points taken off or 4 points or whatever.
So
right?
what else did he do?
What do you mean?
This
To get
season, I'm
points
trying
on
to
his
think
licence.
actually.
I don't know.
What did you get
It was also
them for?
last year.
Wait,
Okay,
last
if-
this-
so if
this
you
doesn't
say if
It
carry on.
carries over, but
Oh,
I'm not
does
really
it?
sure what
Oh,
the.
right.
Ooh, 27.
Oh wait, so it carries on from like one half, the last half and the first half of
Right.
each season.
Yeah, but it no. I think it's just one. I'm not sure.
So has he
Not
got
gonna
that in
comment.
half the season?
Yeah,
Has
but
he
I
got-
know-
I'm not sure how that really works. Actually.
Yeah, but I do know that after Austria, it gets the amount of points on his license gets lessened.
Do you get 3 points if you cause a collision? Is that kind of what you?
Yeah, I think
Right.
so. Or like,
We'll fact check all this.
Because I think he has actually.
we won't.
No, we won't.
I think he has caused at least one this year, and definitely one last year. Can't remember
What was
which
the one last year?
I remember him being. Oh no, wait! I'm thinking of Russia, where someone went into him.
No, that was
That
right.
was last year, wasn't it? I thought last year Vettel didn't
Oh,
even make
right.
around that long sweeping one
No, I'm.
because he was really angry.
Um,
Because
that was Russia, so I'm thinking Austria. Yeah, that was
Talk-
Kvyat.
Talking about the Vettel
Twice.
opinion thing,
Oh yeah.
I feel like Hamilton couldn't have came off better from that whole situation, but he did ruin it on his comments when he was talking about, or if he wants to be a real man, come and meet me outside and all that stuff.
Before that, I was like, fair play. He hasn't sort of.
But him to just
who knows if he really meant a fight? But
it's not as childish as like Hamilton. When Vettel went back into him because he thought Hamilton did something to him, that's quite childish because it's like it's like playground stuff. Oh, he did it first, blah blah blah. But Hamilton, he's not the type of guy that can pull off acting quite tough. He's too much of a celebrity type. Justin Bieber kind of, not Justin Bieber.
Well, in a sense,
he's got that celebrity popularity. He's not a celebrity for being tough.
He's probably the Justin Bieber of Formula 1.
They do hang out quite a bit actually. They do.
I can imagine.
Because he loves all the celebrity stuff, doesn't he? Really? But, I mean, I do like him. I can't deny that.
I like him on the track.
Yeah,
he's a good driver. It's proven by Rosberg wasn't a bad driver. Clearly not. He won a title, but Hamilton was always
But there was a reason why he
better.
won the title.
Yeah, it was a lot of inconsistency on the mechanic ends of Hamilton's side. But he's always, and even Bottas. Bottas is an incredible driver, but Hamilton's still.
Do you know the manager of who's the Mercedes boss guy?
Toto Wolff.
Yeah, that was his intro thing for F1. He was saying how
left or right.
He was essentially Bottas he came to Bottas saying asking about he saw him driving for this guy's amazing, and long and short they had a conversation and Bottas turned around to him and he was like, I'm not actually looking for a manager, so he just sort of wanted advice, and so it wasn't, you know what I mean, like he went there sort of looking for I don't even know what I'm saying. Long story short, he called him up a little while later and said, can you actually be a manager for him and stuff, so they've known each other for ages.
Yeah, but then since now that Bottas is in Mercedes, Toto Wolff has to cut that tie. So that he's not favouring him or anything.
Yeah, no, of course. But the thing is, they're both. Would you say Hamilton is still? Well, yeah, he's still better, isn't he?
He's their number one driver, even though not officially, but it's like Vettel's Ferraris kind of thing.
Yeah, that's who they're
See,
I think number one is a little bit
it's
wrong.
kind of dead now,
it's almost
really,
like,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
number one in drivers.
Yeah, it's like who are you most confident in?
Yeah,
they're both amazing drivers.
If they both needed a front wing and they only had one, they'd give it to Vettel.
Because if Hamilton wasn't there, Bottas would be winning championships. Like if this car was all the same and everything. Because how many times has Bottas came second?
More like third, really. He's more. Vettel's usually always beating him. To be fair.
Rosberg last season, for example, if Hamilton wasn't there, he would
have
come across as a much better driver.
Yeah, definitely. But that's just because his car was insanely better than all the other competition kind of thing. This year is actually closing the gap, which is exciting to see. I'm very impressed with Force India at the moment as well. Until they had that collision at Baku.
Okay, can we also talk about Canada and Perez not allowing Ocon past?
Yes, yeah.
What do you think?
I think the team should have been stricter.
I do too, and I think if
I
was
agree on something.
I know, right? And if I was on the pit wall of Force India, I'd be, I would say, I'd be like, right, okay, there's nothing we could do now in terms of getting Perez past. I don't know what they were doing.
I don't know what
they were dismantling a speed thing.
There's going to be a little street race for the oldies.
I'll do a Yui then.
All in their Volvos.
Yeah, they should have been stricter because I kind of feel like Ocon could have pushed for
Probably
a higher position.
Pushed Ricciardo. But
he kind of just lost all of his pace trying to get past, really, didn't he?
Yeah, if I was on the Force India pit wall at that point, I would have said, okay, Perez, you do what you want, but we'll have a word with you later. Sorry, Ocon, fall back, don't ruin your tyres, and keep Vettel behind you. What happened? They didn't do either.
And Vettel got past them.
And Vettel got past them both.
Yeah.
Why did they not
Lost
do either?
points.
What I didn't watch. What actually
because they were both trying to keep each other. Well, Ocon was trying to get past, and Perez was trying to keep Ocon away. They were just ruining their cars and slowing them down. And Vettel was just like, oh well, go ahead, fight. I'm just going to overtake you.
Yep. And Perez is picked for the Ferrari seat next year.
Is he really?
Possibly.
What was this thing I heard about them sending team orders to each? There was one that sent him a text saying, "Can you?" Did you hear? There was someone that sent a text to another team saying, "Can your car pit now?" That genuinely happened. I think it was Mercedes or something, but I don't actually.
I can imagine that.
No, it wasn't Mercedes. Sorry, it wasn't. It was oh fuck, I can't remember. Yeah, because it was in the build-up to it. They were talking, and Eddie. What's his name? Eddie Jordan. He was talking to the guy, and he was just avoiding the question all the time, and he was getting quite annoyed about it. To be fair, but
I do like F1 Twitter banter. It's funny.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
They are quite funny.
But that's also something Liberty Media's brought in. They've kind of extended the coverage.
I loved for the first. I can't remember when it was. The first time since like the Senna days, they showed the drivers'
conference
pre-briefing, whatever, before the race.
Yeah,
that was great. That was great.
I didn't see it.
They were just talking about like for instance, I remember Verstappen saying like, "Oh, last time, I can't remember where they were. They were like, I got penalised for this. Just tell me why," kind of thing. I really enjoyed watching that. It was like 4 minutes long.
Gives more depth to the drivers.
Yeah, you feel more
just being
involved in it. Yeah.
That's why I feel like again, go back to Lewis. That's why he's so open. You can get involved with him a lot more. He's just accessible, which is great. Which is exactly what
Yeah.
and that's exactly what the sport needs, because like there is nothing in the way of that.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, because I mean, other athletes do that. Like Pogba, he's always on social media and things like that, and that's why he's so big, and that's why.
Yeah, especially football, where
things like that. They're always doing.
If you show your face a lot, you're going to be liked.
I mean, look at David Beckham. I know he doesn't play football anymore, but he became a celebrity just because he was in everything. He was in bloody everything. Really.
I'd just go around a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's 18 minutes now.
Are you going to be able to get
not
a
gonna
work time?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the other 20 minutes. There's bound to be good stuff.
We'll put a little snippet.
We should keep the argument.
But
no,
great
well,
race.
we could just put that at the start and then be like,
and I think
and
Lance Stroll got sloppy on the last straight. I think he sort of counted his chickens before it happened.
Quite possibly,
Because like it was incredible how much pace Bottas made up just from that straight, and you would have kind of thought he would have done that before the last lap if he could.
Yeah,
Something else must have been going on
in the
there, and I
DRS
think he was just getting got a little bit sloppy at the end.
I think maybe he just
experience,
lifted off just a tad.
Because he went over to the
He did.
technically the dirty side of the track. Really,
that can be advantageous if you're going for the line, but it won't.
Advantageous.
Advantageous.
I think that's a word.
That's a word. That is absolutely a word.
Yeah. No, I think that's a word. Yeah. Like it was almost like he was going off to celebrate with the pit crew kind of thing, and he just completely switched off for a second. But that's just because he's young, I think. But
Yeah, but that's like not overconfidence, but like
because like with the same engine as well, I don't think he could have made up that.
no,
much
but that
speed.
is a massive tow you'll get down there, and the Williams is fast in a straight line anyway.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like
So,
something else must have been going on there. I think.
Yeah, but
you know.
like the Williams essentially punches a bigger hole in the air.
Wait,
It's
so
going
is
fast.
the Williams
Yeah,
faster than
he's got
Mercedes?
this.
So do you think?
In a straight line, I think.
So then maybe that's why I took him on the last lap, not the second, because if you take him on the second to last, Williams might have had a chance to
Come back.
re-overtake. Would that happen?
Maybe.
Or do you think-
Who knows? It might have been a strategic.
Possibly.
kind of thing.
Windows are all steam.
I know.
But yeah, no, still third place for I honestly, I didn't sort of think too much of him for the whole of this season. He wasn't really performing that well.
No, me
He got
neither.
3 DNFs to start off with. Not all his fault, but then it was
No,
like
but-
14 and 12 and things
Where do
like
Williams
that.
usually finish?
Well, last season,
Well,
the season
they're
before.
they're more successful than McLaren in terms of championships.
I'd go around at this roundabout. I think I'm back again.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, they haven't really. Is that Will?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't really.
It's his brother.
Yeah, it's his brother.
Yeah,
Really.
that's my problem.
I kind of forget that they know nothing about us.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's
It's weird.
It's like when we saw
You
that
have
car,
to-
that we saw a red, I think it was a Mustang or some Chevy, but go by and it was like, oh, there's that.
Oh
I've
yeah,
never
and we both
seen
went,
that.
ooh!
Yeah.
And we didn't say anything. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fancy American Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really bad at that.
His brother's got a nice car. Actually, I'd like to do some filming in it.
Yeah.
If he lets us.
He will. He's interested. Spoke to him about it. He's
He
got.
are,
Well, actually, this is something we could bring up because he's got a where it's a Fiesta Mark 7, not the 7.5. I have the 7.5, and this is
yeah.
That actually worked out kind of well.
I did actually. That was quite. From a bird's eye view, that would have looked really cool.
Quite satisfying.
Yeah. I know. I mean, like, I had to go. I kind of didn't really go for it enough then because probably should have given away. But
what's Will's degree in?
Motorsport engineering.
So he could be our sort of a knowledgeable
VAT
guy.
He will actually know stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of they do this thing where they have this mechanic guy dissects like turbo and stuff. It describes how it works and goes. And it's actually quite interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
we could bring him on.
No, but I was going to say about his car. He's got
correspondent.
He's got
now to our correspondent.
A Mark 7 Fiesta ZTEC S1600. So the striper one, the anniversary edition.
Has an F-Type. It's a nice car. I like it.
It is a nice car. So yeah.
It is nice. Yeah. I wouldn't have it.
No, I wouldn't have it either. I'm like that with a lot of cars. Though. It's not. I'd like to drive it for a couple of weeks, but I wouldn't have it.
I still have not decided on what my favourite car is. You guys like the you like the what's it called, Toyota? What is
GT86s, yeah.
I also like Supras. I like Japanese drift markets.
They're bringing out a new Supra.
I've sort of found myself swaying towards
next year or something. They've got loads of concepts going, but it looks like it's going to cost way more than.
Well, they've discontinued Supras now, haven't they?
No, they're bringing out a replacement for it. It's on the at least there's
I kind of
there's a
viewed
concept
the
for it.
GT86.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was sort of to make up for it, kind of thing. But I would love to see a remake of the Supra. That'd be great. But I've sort of started swaying towards Japanese cars. I don't really like German cars. Yeah, they're not exciting enough, I think.
And they're
God,
quite
you can tell you've got
pricey
3
as well.
people in my car.
Huh?
You can tell you've got 3 people in my car because it's fucking slow at the moment.
Like I'd love an MX-5.
Yeah, same. The new ones, definitely with the hard top roofs. I don't want the
but even the old ones look nice. Like,
yeah, but I have to have a hard top roof. But I do really want an MX-5.
The guy I play football with has one of the MX-5s with the headlights that pop up like that.
Oh,
absolutely gorgeous. He's got it lowered as well.
There's an RF version of the MX-5 thing. There's it's the top end one.
Huh?
Why has he lowered it?
I don't know.
I mean, has he done anything else to it?
So I think really. He might, because he's not like a thug. I don't even think he probably bought it like that. To be fair to him, I'm not.
No, it does work on some cars though.
It doesn't look. It's not like ridiculously. You can still go over speed bumps in it.
Oh yeah. Not say like slammed, like it's not on air.
No,
but like
no.
I hope. But like you've got.
It is already pretty low. Like the car itself.
Yeah, but like sometimes it can look weird if it doesn't have anything else done to it.
I actually really like the look of it. It's really dirty and dusty as well. I like that.
But yeah, it's new RF MX-5 come out of it. It's out already. Sorry, as I said, it's the top end spec. But I just love the look of it.
Is that the ones that
not the styling of the MX-5? But I don't, especially the back. I think it looked the front a little bit, but the back I just love the look.
It's nice because
you like the back cars, don't you?
Yeah, they always look better there. I find than the front.
And why is that, Josh?
That is because when they, as we already discussed,
we haven't discussed. No, we haven't.
The reason the back of cars look better is because when designers have to design a car, the front of it has a lot more specs and rules and safety regulations they have to go through in terms of where the headlights are, the height of them, blah blah blah, than the back does. So the designers get a lot more. They get a lot more freedom with the back of design, which is why they tend to look better, I think.
Oh, do they?
That's never been said before. We didn't do that on a podcast. We didn't release. There's not.
That would. But that is true actually, and it's interesting.
So this is what happens. I just spend my time watching YouTube videos about cars. Just pick up this type of stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Like,
oh, good. We got some smart people and some dumb people.
But I have no. Do you not notice a lot of the cars they do look better at the back? I don't. There's just something.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Thank you.
But I know what you mean. There is like front of cars.
It's like especially
not really much variance.
Especially Aston Martins. The front of those don't seem to change much, but the back of them, like the one, I think it's the Vanquish with the lights. They have the bit missing in the middle, kind of. They're like a C shape, like magnet shapes.
Yeah. See, I think that's something about Lamborghini I do like. Why you just put your full beans on me? he decided,
Lamborghinis, to be
I
honest.
want to be,
I
I want to blind.
I like the
Lam-
560, I think it was called. That one where it had the 4 exhausts in the back and it was like a roadster version. That I really liked.
I like Lamborghinis because they're just like Hot Wheels.
Yes.
And
but
as a
it is
kid-
a personality like car rather than it's.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, so that's what you're
So
doing.
you're
Great.
indicating, jeez. Like, as a kid, you always wanted to have a car that
Yeah.
looked like a Hot Wheel car, and that's as close as it comes, I think. That and like the Zonda or something.
But I think that because of the designs of them are so striking and there's so many sharp edges that they wear.
No,
they
no
don't-
other car looks like a Lamborghini.
But I feel like that's
No.
not that turns into
And
a
that's
bad
what
thing
I love
because
about it.
the designing of them, because it's so, as I said, like striking and sharp
You can go
lines,
on my
it
drive.
wears off.
Okay.
Like as time goes on, it doesn't look as fresh and as clean as it used to.
Yeah.
It's not
yeah.
as timeless
Yeah.
as say curved cars like an Aston Martin or.
Yeah, but also when they go from like the Murcielago to the Gallardo, they change the way they look, don't they? And they don't make reiterations of old cars. Like they haven't made another Miura, and that's probably one of their most beloved cars, and the Countach and
I was just about to
and the
mention
Diablo.
Countach.
They generally don't repeat stuff.
No.
But I feel like
yeah.
Lamborghinis go out of fashion. Because
Yeah,
of
I
those-
understand
agree.
that. Yeah, I
You look at
agree.
old Ferraris and there's such a beautiful curve to them that
And they
just be-
don't. They age quickly, but they at least they don't repeat themselves.
But I feel like even the F430, the Ferrari, with the one with the 2 lights at the back, and I feel like that is aged really, really well to me. I'd still have one of those and still think they look really good. But a Lamborghini of that time, I just think it wouldn't look as good.
No, I'd agree.
Yeah, I
Like,
think.
there are cars that are,
That
you know,
age
like
or
you've
better.
got.
And I think it's
Yeah.
the curves that make them age better.
Yeah, well, I was about to say Jaguars. Old Jaguars.
Yeah, there's a
lovely.
difference between
Like
pretty
the
and
one
hot.
on Shaun of
isn't
the
there?
Dead.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That Jaguar is
Because when
lovely.
hot gets old, it turns into a bit,
for a car show, we don't know a lot about cars or their names at all.
no, we just like sort of
We just like talking
about them very
Well,
vaguely.
yeah, vaguely.
Very
I
vaguely.
guess what we could do is just put a picture on the top corner of the screen of the car
We
that
could
we're
do.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
If we don't, yeah.
We'll do that.
Right, should we wrap it
Maybe.
up?
Yes, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we've been the Average Car Show. I've been Eddie.
You
Have you,
have?
Josh?
Finally.
I've
No, you can
been
finally
Eddie.
say that. No, you
I've been
finally
Eddie.
say
Say
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
you can
say that.
I've been Eddie.
Oh, that's I'm Josh, or I've been Josh, and I will continue to be
I'm
so.
still Scott.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, thanks for watching this podcast.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Goodbye.
Have an awkward wave.
And it's finished exactly on 29 minutes.
That's to say
Nice.
someone else.